Boys, it's your boy JD back at it with another video. So today we are doing another Rate My Squads video. We're gonna go right into it because we do got quite a bit of a lineup to get through. So we're starting off with my boy Cole. Cole's got Alonzo, Jerry Stackhouse, Josh Smith, Giannis, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Fire starting five. I like Giannis more at the three. But he's a solid four. Fire starting five. He's also got quite a bit of MT there. I don't know if he's spent it yet, as he did send this in on March 30th, and this is April 8th. So I just haven't seen an updated squad. We got Gary Payton, Ron Artest, Adam Morrison, JJJ. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You running Joakim at the five? I don't like that one. So what for a rate? What would I give this? That starting five is fire. I'd probably go 8 point. I'll go 8.6. I'll go 8.6. So my only issue with this, I think Lonzo's overhyped, but he is good. But my only issue that I have with this lineup is that JJJ and Joakim Noah, you're not even running that duo, and you still got Joakim at the five. If you want to run Joakim, you run him at the four. I don't think he's got enough size, and I don't think he's good enough defensively to run the five for me personally. But Joakim, yeah, I'll give this an 8.6. I would also probably look for a better option than JJJ. You do have a lot of MT. I might save up for a Hakeem or someone like that. If you haven't spent it yet, that's what I would look for. But that is my only issue. So Cole, you get an 8.6. Who we got my boy my boy Javi 53K. We got Magic Brewer. We got that Brewer Joakim duo. We got Hansborough W's. We got Victor Wet Bananas, Reeves, B-Roy, Bender, JJJ, and Claware. Fire starting five. I do like that you're running that duo, that Brewer and Joakim duo. I did run that for a while. For a rate, I'm not a big fan of Reeves. I would also probably replace Bender and maybe even JJJ, but you do have him at the four, so he is fire at the four. And Clell is fire. I'd probably give this about an 8.2. It's not as good as the last team. I'd probably get rid of Reeves and Bender. That's just my thoughts on that. Maybe pick yourself up I may even save up. Maybe get you yourself a Carlos Boozer to replace Bender. Point guard wise, just get rid of Reeves. Nobody in particular I have. I mean, Reeves isn't terrible. I just don't like him for defensive reasons. My boy Chills, you running that Kobe White and Laurie duo. Again, y'all love that JJJ and Khalil Ware duo. Y'all love that. Fire starting five. You got Dyson. You got Brewer and Noah off the bench. Oh, you're running both duos. It's wild. Are you not playing Tyler Hansborough? Oh, you're running the Laurie Kobe duo, so I get why you're not running Tyler Hansborough. He's not really big enough for the four. He's more of a three card, so I get it. And you got Pink Diamond, Zach Edey off the bench. If I were to give this a rate, I gave the last one 8.2. I don't think it's as good as the last team. I don't really I like the Dyson. I like Dyson. I like Brewer Noah duo. I like that Beasley. I did run that Kobe and Laurie duo. I wasn't a big fan of it, but I'm gonna give you an 8.0. I think there's just some like tier upgrades I would do here. Maybe find a better power forward than JJJ at this point, better center than Kalel, and maybe run Kalel at power forward. And then I would get rid of that Edey. I would get rid of that Edey. He's too slow. That Pink Diamond's not a good card. He can't shoot either, so I'm not a big fan of that. I would run. I would just look for a better big. But yeah, so I got you with a 8.0, my boy Chills. Gray Plastic Bowl, my boy. John Wall, Jason Richardson, Tatum, Elton Brand, Anthony Davis. Not a fan of that starting five. The only card, I mean, I see your team. I get why you run that starting five. So, I mean, that is probably the better starting five I would run for your team, for your squad. I love J. Rich. Tatum's okay. Tatum's okay. Elton Brand, Anthony Davis, I'm not fans of. I'm not a fan of John Wall, but he was free, so I get it. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's okay. We got Kidd, Ricky Davis, Glenn Rice, Dirk and Boogie off the bench. Ew, ew, ew. That's my biggest issue with this, is that Dirk and Boogie off the bench. I don't like that. That's so gross. For this team, Great Plastic Bowl, I'm gonna give you a 7.5, 7.4. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like your big man. Definitely look for better big men out there. You don't really have a lot of MT, but I I would even look at like an Eddie Curry potentially. You look at an Eddie Curry. Yeah, I'm not really rocking with this team. This team is not for me. So for that reason, I'm gonna give you. What did I even say? Did I say 7.4? I'm gonna give you. I can't go. I really don't like those big man duo. I'm gonna have to give you a 7.2, my guy. Really, you got to fix these Elton Brand, Anthony Davis, and DeMarcus Cousins, Dirk. I don't like that. There's definitely better big man options out there. Um, Actually, I have my PlayStation pulled up. Let me find you one. Let me find you a better big man, bro. We're gonna go Opal. We're gonna go power forward. See who's out there. Um, you don't really have a ton of MT, so this is kind of hard to work with. Oh, get you a Carlos Boozer and Tyler Hansbrough. I mean, I know that Hansbrough is kind of small at the forward, but he plays a ton of defense. Get you a Boozer, a Hansbrough, get you an Eddie Curry. Let's find you another center. Uh, that's not crazy expensive. Get you Dino's all right. Vlade Divac is pretty good. Rudy Gobert's even pretty solid. You can take any of those recommendations. Even let me look for buyouts. Let me get you a buyout one. Um, Rudy, Vlade. Those are probably the two I would look at if I were you. Rudy and Vlade. Maybe Alpha Sengun. He's all right. But yeah, that's my biggest issue with you. Is your team is definitely those big man duos. So get you a Carlos Boozer, Tyler Hansbrough. Get you a Vlade. And then who was the other one I just said? Get you a Vlade, get you a Rudy Gobert. There's a bunch of options out there. Just fix that big man duos. Thickest Capybara, my boy Vibe. My boy Vibe. You got Gary Payton, Kawhi, Beasley, Chet, Opal, Wemby, LaMelo, B-Roy, Pippen, D-Rob, and Kareem. Ooh, this is a fire lineup. Pippen plays a ton of defense. I love Pippen. I ran him at the three, or at the two, but he is solid at the three. He's very, very, very good. Not a scorer. Um, you got a lot of defense in that starting lineup, but you got a primary scorer in Beasley. Gary Payne's a good scorer. Wemby obviously is a great, great scorer. You got LaMelo as a scorer and B-Roy as a scorer off the bench. My only issue with this lineup, my only issue, and this is just me being nitpicky, bro, is probably that Opal Kareem. At this point, I think there's better centers out there, but he does run. He definitely runs. This is a very fire lineup. This is a tough lineup. Um, I'm gonna give you a I'm gonna give you 9.5, bro. I'm gonna give you 9.5, my guy. This is very solid. I literally, I'm just being nitpicky. I'd probably find someone better than Melo and find someone better than Kareem, but that's literally just me being nitpicky, bro. This is a fire lineup. Who else? Who else we got? Who else we got? Oh, Chill sent an updated one. Chill sent an updated one. Who he got? Kobe still. Lori still doesn't run Hansbrough. Oh, he didn't update anything. This is still. Oh, he got Pink Diamond Kareem. Pink Diamond Kareem? Who was he running before? Who was he running before? Chills. Who were you running before? Oh, you're running Edie. Okay, yeah, yeah. Kareem's better than Edie. Kareem's better than Edie. I'm gonna keep the same rating. I don't remember exactly what I gave you, but I don't see anything to boost that crazy. How you running? You changing your lineup all around, my boy. My boy Turbo. My boy Turbo. We got that. Oh, you're running the double duo. Ooh, that's kind of gross. Starting lineup: Fire, Melo, Pippen, Braun, Timmy D, Hakeem. Dude, that's a nasty starting lineup. I don't really see Tim Duncan's a primary scorer. Who am I kidding? Um, Melo's obviously also a scorer. Uh, I'm not a fan of the bench. So I know those duos are fired. Dang, you got 1,000 cards collected. That's crazy. I know those duos are good. My only issue is you're running Joakim at the 5 and Moses at the 4. I just don't. I feel like they're too easy to score on. I don't like those bigs. So for that reason, I would honestly pick one of those duos and run it. So like what I would do, I really liked that Corey and Joakim duo. That one was I like that one more than the Lori and Kobe one. So I'd probably find you a better point guard, and find you a better power or a better center. So I would run a better point guard, Corey, a better small forward. You could run Lori, but better small forward, and then put Joakim at power forward and get Moses out of there. So I would honestly, you can keep Lori, but I'd find a better point guard and a better center, and just run a Brewer, Lori, and Joakim at the 2-3-4. For a rate, your starting lineup's very fire. Your rate, I'm probably gonna give you an 8.4 for the reason that I'm not a fan of that bench. I get the duos are fire, but I'm not a fan of that bench. My boy Yester. Oh, blurry, blurry, blurry. We got John Wall, B-Roy, Antoine Jameson. Yikes. D-Rob, Chet, fire 4 and 5. You gotta fire 4 and 5 and a 2, bro. You gotta fire 4-5-2. You got Reeves, Jay Rich, Rudy Gay, Joakim, and Wilt. So that 4 and 5 off the bench. I know that Joakim doesn't have that duo right there, but that is a fire 4 and 5 because you got a dominant big man in the paint. So I don't have any problems with that. Only problems off the bench is going to be Reeves, and my only problem in the starting lineup is Antoine and John Wall, just defense wise. But he's smooth. He's smooth. For a rate, I would probably give this. I like your organization better than the last one, but I don't think it's better per se. So I'm gonna give you an 8.2, my boy. I'm gonna get an 8.2. Next step is probably getting rid of Reeves, to be honest. And but yeah, it's a fire lineup, bro. Getting rid of Reeves, or I'd get rid of Anton first. Anton, John Wall, and Reeves are the three I'd get rid of and try to find better replacements. Um, Pick up a Hansbrough and put him at 3. But that's a pretty solid team. That's a pretty solid team. I really love that Chet and D-Rob duo. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you what I say, 8.2, I believe. Chill Green Bean. What do we got here? We got Magic. Oh, you have no MT. We got Magic, B-Roy, AK, Bob McAdoo. Ooh. I don't know what the hype is behind that Bob McAdoo, to be honest. Um, I really do like that 1-2-3 though. I loved AK when I had him. Oh, your bench is pretty smooth. You got Reeves, J Rich, Carlos Boozer, JJJ and Clell. Y'all love that JJJ and Clell duo, bro. Y'all love that duo. Um, where are my issues at? My issues are gonna be Reeves and Bob McAdoo. For the reason that I'm not a big fan of Bob, and I'm not a big fan of Reeves. I just don't. I don't know. It's just not the cards for me. For team rate wise, um, what do I want to give you? I really like that Boozer off the bench, and that J Rich. I don't think you're better than some of. I think I'm gonna give you a 7.9. I'm gonna give you a 7.9. Chill Green Bean. I'm gonna give you a 7.9. I just think there's some work that can be done here, specifically in that Bob Reeves area. The rest of the bench is okay, but out those are the two I would focus on right now. But yeah, it's a solid team. I'm gonna give you 7.9. If you can find an awesome dominant inside big, I would move Joel to the 4. But you don't really have much MT, so I want to focus on that for now. Yeah. So who else? Who else we got? My boy Dillachill. Who we got? We got. You got that Brewer Joakim duo. We got Lamelo, Adam, and Kalel. Um, it's an okay starting 5. I don't really like the Kalel Joakim because I don't really think there's a dominant inside big there. I think Kalel's more of a stretch. So I'm not a big fan of that. Melo's okay. Off the bench, we got John Wall, B-Roy, Julius Irving. I love that card. Will and Kareem. That's a nasty. See, what you should do here. Should do here. I don't understand you're running the Twin Towers off the bench, right? But what you should do here is really move Kalel to the bench 4 and put Wilt in the starting 5. Move Kalel to the bench 4, put Wilt in the starting 5, and boom, that boosts your team rating. Um, who I'd get rid of here first? I don't really have many issues. I'd probably get rid of John Wall and that Opal Kareem. I think there's some better field MT for it, which, excuse me, I see you only have 38,000, so probably you don't really have enough for like a dominant inside big right now, so I'd probably focus on something like a Dyson or someone like that. I mean, you can probably get better. But I'm just not a giant fan of that John Wall. So for a team rate based on how it's organized, because this is how you organized it, I can't go off of what I would do. Based off how you organize it, bro, I'd go probably 8.1. But if you reorganized it, I'd probably go up to like an 8.3, 8.4 range. Um, but yeah, so for now, my boy Dill, you in 8.1 for me. Who else we got? Oh, Great Plastic Bolson, updated one. Oh. Do I see? Nah. I cover the same issues. He didn't change anything. Um, I don't think he changed anything, did he? Let's go check. Let's go double check. It don't hurt to look. It don't hurt to look for my boy. Give him a chance. Nah, he ain't changed nothing. Who else we got? Oh, shoot. Still Green Bean. I don't think you changed anything either. I think it's Capybara. We already went into this. My boy's got a fire team. Isaiah. Ugh. I'm gonna get to Isaiah last. Okay, just to make sure I got confirmed. Oh, W, bro. Yeah, I got your team in there. I know I kinda, went at your team a little bit, but it's all love at the end of the day. I'm just trying to get you better. But all right, Isaiah, my boy Isaiah, you the last one, squad. You the last one. What am I looking at? Isaiah, you a diamond rep. Why are we starting Reeves? Why are we starting Reeves, Isaiah? What are we doing, bro? No, I expect more. I expect more from Isaiah. I expect more. I hold him to higher standards. That's my threes partner right there, bro. I expect more. But I understand. I understand it. Uh you got Reeves, Ron, Covington, Timmy D, Opal, Wimby, um Dyson, B Roy, Giannis, Joakim, and Joel. Um My issues here, Isaiah, I don't like that Reeves card, so that's an issue for me. And I know you can find better than Robert, but Robert's a budget beast. He's a W card. He's a fire card, so I don't really have any issues with that. Um, Personally, I'm putting Robert on the bench and moving Giannis and having just a fire 3-4-5 in the starting lineup. Um, but um, I get you want Giannis for bigger size off the bench, but you got Dyson, B Roy. That's a fire bench. That's a fire bench. I see you're not running that duo, because I know you don't like that Corey Brewer card. That's a fire, but Joakim's still solid even without the duo. And you got a good big. I mean, as I said earlier, I would like a more dominant center and then put Joel at the 4, but that's just me. As for team rate, Isaiah, man, I don't know what I can give you. I mean, you got Opal Wimby, you got Timmy D, you got Ron Artest. Hmm. I'm gonna go eight point. Let's go 8.3 for me. I just think there's improvements with that Reeves and that Covington that you can make. Maybe even a better point guard if you can find one. Dyson's a bucket. Dyson's solid. Dyson's solid. Don't get me wrong, but I'm holding you to higher standards. So I'm gonna give you an 8.3, my boy Isaiah. So chat, my boys, that's our squad rating. If you guys want to be in the next squad rating, join my Discord. I did update that link that is in my profile. We do these probably once every like a week and a half, 2 weeks or so. So tap in if y'all want to be in the next one. And as always, I appreciate you guys' support and I appreciate you tapping in. And if you see me go live, if y'all ever want those park runs, bro, I go live with subs all the time. Join that live. hit that sub button, turn those noti bells. I will catch you all in the next video.